Alright, this is kind of going to be a review of a stihl. MS 170. This is the wood that I've cut with it so far. I've cut a few other little things, but this is what I've got so far. Since I bought it, it's a relatively new saw. I bought the saw at the co-op. This is my magnolia tree. It's a big magnolia tree. Anyways, so I could say that I've definitely got a little bit of experience with the saw. I'm gonna take you through starting it. I haven't started it in about a week or two now. This is the rollomatic E Mini. It's got a really small chain on it. I'll put my finger there so you can see. I mean, it's a really small chain, but it's done the job. I'm going to show you a tree here. We'll see if this goes bad or not. I'm going to cut this one down for you, give you a little action video. There's the tree. If you look, you can see it's a pine. And it's dead. And I'm not sure if the pine beetles got it or what. It's up on this little embankment here. It has a lean going that way, but I want it to go this way. So we will see what happens, because I want to lay it right here where I can work it up. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see it or not, but there's a power pole right there. Those lines are right there. So I'm gonna have to lay it just right, or I'm gonna hit those lines, and the neighborhood is not gonna be happy. Well, not that I'm in a neighborhood, because I'm not in a neighborhood, but it'll knock out power for a bunch of people. So anyways, let's get this thing started, shall we? Well, I hope y'all caught that. Yeah, it's a small saw, but you can see it's not exactly a small tree. And I just missed those wires. That's how good I am at judging shit, man. I tell you what. You can see the size of this thing. But anyways, like I said, it's been a really good saw. I told you I hadn't started it in a week, and it acted like it. It didn't start on the second pull. Now, if you use it every day, it'll start on the second pull. But if you let it go a week, you know, you're gonna have to fiddle with it a little bit. But it started. You know, I don't have any real complaints with it. Give you a shot of the saw again. It's a nice saw. It's really light. It's easy to handle. You know what I'm saying? I've got bigger saws. I've got much bigger saws. But the problem with a much bigger saw, a much more powerful saw, is the weight. I'm a pretty big guy, you know, I can handle the weight, but when you're out here like taking this thing down, it was only one tree I had to take down. Yeah, I see another one, but anyways, you know the reason I took it down is it's dead. And I don't want, whatever killed it, I don't want spreading, so that's why I took it down. And I'm going to use it for firewood. But at any rate, I love the little saw. I mean, it's nice and light. It's responsive. The little chain just surprises me like crazy. It's not a chiseled chain, you know. It's not a logging chain, but it's a small little like mini chain. And damn, I tell you what, it works good. I mean, it'll throw the chips, man. You keep it sharp, and I don't have to sharpen it nearly as much as like the big thick chisel chains, you know. So I like it, you know. I'm always going to have my bigger saws for bigger jobs, but you know, I'll take you back over here and show you some of this that I cut up. Another shot of the tree. I'm sorry I'm pointing into the sun, but I don't have a choice. You can see the size of these logs here. These are some of the logs that I've cut. You know, here's my hand. You can see how big these things are. It's not like they're small, and it took every bit of that little saw to cut them, but it did it. Now that's pine and poplar and cedar that I've been working up. Pine, poplar, and cedar are all fairly soft woods. I haven't really done anything yet with it on hardwoods like oak or hickory or anything like that, but I will. And maybe it'll change my mind on the saw, I don't know, but for right now, it's a hell of a saw. I'd recommend it. Like I said, I bought it at the co-op, so if anything goes wrong with it, it comes with a warranty. Anything goes wrong with it for the first 2 years, you take it in, they fix it, they give it back to you. No fuss, no muss, no money, you know. And it was fairly cheap saw, you know. I could have bought a saw at one of the big box stores for pretty much the same price, and they wouldn't give me that kind of warranty, you know. So for the price you pay, I mean, go to your co-op and get this saw. I mean, it's a great little saw. But anyways, sun kind of went down below. I want to show you one more time. It's a little saw, but it'll do the job. And granted, that ain't no 120-foot tree, but it's a pretty big tree. It did the job. All right, leave me a comment.